Well, good afternoon. Celine driver once again doing the substitute happy hour thing for my good buddy Jessie J, aka Raj. Yeah, I think he done wore himself out or something this afternoon. So um, he put a video up like I'm starting this at 4 p.m. Eastern time. I saw the video we put up literally at 4:45 saying, I'm not doing it. Celine can have it. It's like, oh, okay. Hey, great. I'll do it. No problem. So I threw together a StreamYard and yeah, just jumped on. Why not? I got nothing better to do. I was taking a break from watching Game of Thrones. I'm on season 7 now, about halfway through it. So far, Miss Stormborn, Mother of Dragons, is getting her little blonde ass handed to her, but I suspect things will change soon enough. Don't tell me anything. I want to enjoy it. Everyone's telling me season 8 of Game of Thrones is horrible, and the only person who told me that it wasn't that bad is my older daughter. She said it wasn't bad, but everyone else, including my younger daughter, said it was horrible. So, whatever. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna find out, and I'll draw my own conclusions. Right. So who jumped in real quick here? We got Between Trenches. Good to see you, sir. Oh, wait a minute. I clicked the wrong thing and lost the window. Nate the Great is here. Ken Spear checking in from Pittsburgh, of course. Nate the Great doesn't seem to like Ohio. Below Ohio State, he says. And K-Dog, Kevin Dog Fan for Life, a.k.a. Coke Zero, is here. Kevin, Jesse put a video up about 4:15 saying something about a building just showed up at his house, and he's still working on setting up his house, and he's tired, and he just said he wasn't going to stream, and he said I could have the slot, so I grabbed the slot. What the hell? Kevin says that season 8 wasn't as bad as everyone says. Okay, well, that gives me hope, but how bad could it be? I mean, you've got to tie up like 24 different storylines, but I guess I'll figure out a way to do it. Very complex story, a very complex TV program. There's always like half a dozen things going on at the same time, and yeah, it's an intellectual exercise just trying to keep up. I'm really enjoying the story though. The White Walker thing though, I mean, it's like The Walking Dead meets Lord of the Rings. I mean, come on. Sometimes you sit there and you think to yourself, speed this up a little bit. I mean, the whole thing with that the Stark brother that's lost the use of his legs, that thing's just drawn out. It's just way too slow, drawn out. Let's get it going here. Come on. But overall, I'm really enjoying watching the show. I got it on Blu-ray, so I can turn it on and off at my leisure. Pizza Woman's here. Good to see you, my dear. So we haven't really jumped up on the number of people here. Let's see. I'm going to drop the StreamYard link in pretty much almost immediately because, quite frankly, I didn't really have a lot. I didn't have enough time to think of something I want to talk about other than I'm enjoying Game of Thrones, and we finally got real college football back starting yesterday, so That was nice to see. Tennessee looked like world beaters last night, didn't they? Yeah. I was on BVD's stream when he came on. Great to see BVD back. It was really, really great to see BVD back. And he didn't look too bad. You'd be happy. You'd be proud of him, K-Dog. He was drinking Coke Zero. But he looked good. Looked okay. Good sense of humor. There we go. Okay, thank you for turning your camera on, and then you disappeared. Trenches, come on, man, stop playing with me. Let's see. We're talking about whose team got. Oh, Pizza Woman's team got lucky last night. I guess something happened officiating wise. Gee, what a shock. What's up, Nate?
Not much, man.
Oh, wait, sorry. There you go. What's up? I turned my microphone. I turned my speakers off. My mistake. But what happened last night that you're yakking a pizza woman about some of your referees?
I'm not really yakking pizza. I just I was just giving her a little grief. That's all. Because I'm a Michigan fan, but Ohio State didn't look that good last night in the first half.
It's just the first game of the season.
I know. It's my point of view, but it's I know it's the first game of the season, but Minnesota looked pretty good too. I mean, it's Minnesota, but they gave OSU a fight. That's a good thing for them. I just thought CJ Shaw didn't really impress me, but I think he will impress me more as the season goes on, I would say.
Keep trying, Trenches. Keep trying. We'll get you in there. He keeps popping into the background, and when I go to add him in, he disappears. So he got an issue.
Yeah.
Well, my team doesn't start playing till tomorrow, and that's a 7:30 game. So.
Let's just hope your team doesn't pull at Miami.
I don't know. Anything's possible when you got a shit brain for defensive coordinator.
Yeah,
you don't have a lot of hope.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, FAU beat Miami, like, was that 2 years ago or 1 year ago? I don't know.
A couple years ago.
Yeah, a couple years ago. And it could happen in Florida, but I think Florida will win it because Florida's yeah.
Florida should win. I mean, they're on paper they've got a better team. It's at home, on and on like that. But you know, we don't know what this new offense is going to look like. Especially the defense, you know, has talent but is coached by an idiot. #fire Grantham.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
You know, I was just thinking about this as I was coming on. I was just thinking about this, and I'm surprised I didn't clue in on it a couple of times now. Has anyone seen Caleb?
I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen him around at all. I hadn't been on any of my streams for quite a few times now.
Yeah, I haven't seen him on the Lou stream often, or Pete's stream.
Fireball thinks Florida will beat FAU by 30. No. I think FAU is probably going to score 30 on us, but Battle Angel's here. That's good. That's good. Battle Angel is heading into her first weekend of college football. Well, I can't really call her college football widow, can we? Because we don't know. We don't know how she reacts to college football exactly. So,
yeah.
But yeah, You're going to get to experience the full Uncle Lou watching a Georgia football game. That's going to be I'm going to enjoy. I'm actually going to. I'm glad he's streaming Patreon for the Georgia game, even though I'll be splitting time between that and watching the Florida game on my other screen. No, and I just got an alert from PayPal.
So how's BVD doing?
Hang on a minute.
Okay.
I got to check my PayPal because this one looks like something that would be slightly important. There you are, Trenches. You got it working again? Is he talking?
Hello?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Can you see me okay?
I see your logo.
Wow. I'm trying to get this new Logitech to sync up correctly for some reason. Ever since I put the Logitech on, my StreamYard's been crashing like crazy.
Oh, there's your camera.
All right.
How's it going, Trenches?
Another day. One more to go.
I don't know who this is. Somebody sent me a PayPal, which I appreciate. I don't know who this is exactly. He's the person, whoever sent it. I'm going to assume it's a he. Says, "All right, if I come on the show and apologize to you."
Oh,
so
wow.
I don't know who that is.
It's probably a troll.
The address is Get Better Fitness. So I don't know who that is. I have a suspicion, and I see an actual name here, but I'm not going to read their name because I don't know. I don't have their permission to.
Yeah,
I'm with Battle Angel. I think it's TB.
It might be.
Is the first initial for the first name a B?
Yeah.
Then yeah, it's TB.
Okay. Let's see. I got to figure out how to get him on here because unfortunately I haven't blocked.
Hey, Trenches, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Is he in the chat?
What do you think about
I can't
Stroud?
see him in the chat.
Is he still need the development, or these? Just...
Well, look. Can Tiger Baskins be seen in the chat by anyone but me?
I don't see him.
I don't see him.
You don't see him?
Negative.
Okay. I'm going to take a chance here. Hang on, Tiger. If you're listening, hang on a minute. Yeah, I know. I'm going to take a chance because,
So what were you saying, Nate?
We had an issue.
What is your thoughts on CJ Stroud? Although I'm not a Ohio State fan, but
that is not a top 5 team. I can tell you that.
Exactly.
I think Chris Olave looked good. I think was it Williams? Is that the other dude?
Garrett Wilson.
There you go. He looked good. The defense looked really sus. And yeah, they're definitely not a top 5. Maybe top 10. What's up, Battle Angel?
Okay, I unblocked Tiger. If you're listening, I unblocked you. Try commenting.
No,
I'm feeling charitable.
I gotta ask. So, why was Tiger blocked in the first place?
I don't want to go into that unless he's actually on here too, so he can defend himself.
Was this the talent show stuff? Yeah. Okay.
That wasn't funny.
I got you.
Oh, was it? Okay, sorry.
I don't know if he's. You may have to, Tiger. You may have to exit out and then come back in. But I've unblocked you, so you should be able to comment. And I'll drop the link again so he can try and come back in.
So,
anyway,
yeah.
and Axe Alex Mid is here. He came in. And Will Thorogood's here. Good to see you. And Sirius Sports Sanchez. I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is? He was talking to you, Trenches.
They'll go 11-1 Trenches. Maybe they might go worse than that the way they looked last night. But no, I have no idea. Unless that's Rick Sanchez. Because, I mean, it's the same picture. It's still Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty.
Yeah,
so.
it might be. Okay, so it might be. Yeah. Sirius Sports.
Yeah.
And World Thorogood is giving us an interesting sports update. Kennesaw State beat Reinhardt 35-24.
I can care less.
Hey, man, I'll take it.
I don't know who Kennesaw State play. Were they playing like NAIA or something like that?
I think so.
Or D2 or?
Hey, give me 1 second. Yeah, it's definitely Rick Sanchez.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, Battle, I appreciate that. You know, I haven't heard that, but if you've heard that, and I trust your word. So, you know, if he's admitted that at somewhere, that's fine. But I unblocked him, so he may have to come out. You may have to leave and then come in again to come in. But I welcome him in. I'm welcoming him into the there. Wait, there he goes. Okay,
man. Hey, Celine, if you
Nate,
I'll Tiger Baskins.
hold on real quick, Nate. Two things, Celine. One, I really do apologize to you, big dog. A lot of that was meant more to try to hype up the whole, you know, whatever it was, YouTube had talent deal.
I understand that part.
I really do apologize if that, you know, and I apologize just in general. I apologize if I took it too far. And two, I really do, and I'm being dead ass honest. For this next Slob Olympics, I would love for you to attend it. We're having not just the Slob Olympics in general, but me and Rhino and a few people are going to have a big cookout, and I really do want you to come.
No, I appreciate
I want you to know there are no hard feelings. I do not feel any way about you. And even then, before, you know, the whole deal with you helping Raj, I didn't feel any harm or anything like that against you. But what you did for Raj just really opened my eyes to, you know, that you're not just a normal YouTuber, that, you know, you're a pretty good human being. So appreciate you for.
Well, I appreciate that. I do. You know, this is my family. I mean, this is part of my this is my YouTube family. I've been around for a while, and I love these guys. They helped me build my channel up. They accepted me even though I wasn't a hardcore sports guy like some of these guys. I'm certainly not at the level of a Lou or BVD or anything like that in sport, or Trenches or Big Dog Brett or anything like that. And I, you know, I mean, I know that probably my comment about those songs that were, you know, I was just fucking around with when Lou, I think it was Lou, was just playing some rap songs, and, you know, they didn't sound good. I mean, I grew up with older rap, like 70s, 80s, some 90s, and I got a lot of that on my iPhone. You know, it's on my playlist. And I thought it was a throwaway comment that they sounded bad, and I'm sorry that, you know, that bothered you and you took umbrage with that, and I apologize if that was stuff that you liked. I certainly didn't want to say, you know, I didn't want to upset you, but I mean,
yeah,
the
no,
KKK stuff was a little harsh. I mean, I'm Jewish, and I have put up with my share. I'm twice your age, I think, maybe even more. I put up with a hell of a lot of anti-Semitism in my lifetime, and I lost some family members in camps. You know, some people never made it over the ocean and got stuck in Germany and Poland and the Ukraine, and I lost some people there, so that hurt a lot. But other people have been talking to me and saying that Tiger's a good guy. He's not a racist. He's not an anti-Semite. He's not a bad guy. He just was trying to be. He took it too far, and, you know, And I said, if I had a chance to sit down and talk with him, I think we'd work it out. So I'm really glad that you wanted to come. I appreciate the PayPal. I mean, you didn't have to do that, but I appreciate that. But I'm sorry that I upset you to the point where you had to you did that. And I accept your apology. I'm good. And I'm gonna unless my father's health goes downhill, I'll be at the Slob Olympics, and that's the only thing that would keep me from coming, honestly. And I'll be happy to break bread with you, definitely, and everyone there. These are all my brothers,
Well, I know we're getting a cabin. We're getting a cabin. I don't know how far away. It shouldn't be too far, but would love for you to come by. Nate, you might.
I will. Absolutely.
So,
I'm looking forward to meeting Rhino and Nate and Trenches. Are you coming?
It's 50-50 right now, man. It's in the air. I'm not sure yet.
And seeing all the guys from the first Slob Olympics. So I'm looking forward to meeting the new guys and seeing the old guys. And, well, I should probably not call them old guys since I'm old.
Just saying. Just saying. When I come, you'll see a tall 6'5" man.
Well, Nate, I know I already promised that the two, Friday and Saturday dinner, are for you and your mom are on me. So I've already committed to covering you guys for dinner Friday, Saturday. So I did that after the guy, I don't know who it was, said he was gonna also pay your hotel or something.
Yeah. Who was that actually?
I forgot.
Was trying to phone something like that, but
do you remember? Trenches, Tiger, are you in some kind of shed or something?
I'm actually in an unfinished basement. Long story short, I moved in with my parents a few months ago to help them pay bills, and this past Friday we got to vacate the premises eviction where we had to leave in 3 days, and so I had to find my parents a place in 3 days, and one of my really good friends allowed me to come stay in his downstairs basement type deal. So it's been a crazy week for me. No, it's all good though.
love you.
Either way, it's all good. I'm okay, and that's the main thing. But I just wanted to come on though and say, one, definitely apologize to you. I know you're a good person, and I did not mean anything by it. I was just being dumb, and I really don't care anybody's music preference. I have J-Dub in my comment section, and he hates all the music I play. So it doesn't.
For the record, I do not hate all the music you play.
Yes, well, thank you. Well, and like I said, at the cabin that we'll get, I know Rana's going to try to get the one right next to me, and we're going to host like a big cookout with a bunch of steaks. And so if you're able to make it to the cookout, just know that we have a plate full of steak and everything.
Am I invited?
What, Nate?
Am I invited?
Can I finish inviting Celine first? Okay. But yes, we'll have a plate full of steak and anything else that we all get together. But a lot of people are going to be, we're excited to do it. I'm going to have one of my kids that I train create T-shirts that have YouTubers across the front and then everybody's name on the back. So like yours will have Celine Driver, Trenches would have, Between the Trenches, and it'll be fun. It'll be a good get together. But that's it. I didn't want to stay on too long. Yes, Nate the Great, you are invited. You were definitely invited. Your mother's invited too. I don't think we'll be crazy. And the only person that's drinking 30 beers is Raj. That's it.
Okay.
Well, Tiger, I appreciate this. I do. Man to man, I appreciate it. I'll leave you unblocked. Probably shouldn't have left you blocked that long. It was childish on my part.
No, you're okay.
I forgot, but I appreciate you, man. I do. And I appreciate what you did for BVD with Rhino on that GoFundMe. I was just posting his PayPal on all my stuff, but I didn't think to do a GoFundMe, so that was pretty smart.
No, that's all good. Well, like I said, I'm looking forward to meeting you. Trenches, appreciate you being, you the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, man, I got you, dude.
Nate the Great, appreciate you eating cheesecake on your or cream cheese on your pizza. That helps me.
You're welcome.
Taylor,
before you go, did you? I know you said you tried to ask for cream cheese on your pizza once, and can you at least try that again, but a different pizza restaurant if they.
You want me to try a different restaurant? Yeah,
I've
I
never
will.
heard of cream cheese on a pizza before.
No one has.
Nate puts dollops of cream cheese on each
Not
slice.
not like big chunks, just dollops.
They're big chunks. Don't listen to him. We've seen the pizza.
I've seen big chunks of mozzarella. I've even seen big chunks of ricotta, which gets all kind of runny if you heat
Just
it up.
saying, it tastes more cheesier when you eat it.
I'm sure. Probably tastes creamier too.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I'm almost curious enough to try that.
Yeah.
Almost.
Nate's gonna have everybody addicted. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. I gotta get ready for a training session. But I will definitely see y'all tonight. Pigskin Pete's not gonna be able to stream, so I told him that I'd take his slot for tonight. So
I'll come by. I'll try and come by.
For sure. Would love to have you. All right, I'll see y'all later.
Tiger, I appreciate you, sir. I'm grateful we got a chance to chat.
For sure. Me too, bud. Hope you have a good day.
Thank you.
Yep.
TB in the house, everybody, and I'm really glad I got to do that.
Yeah.
I'm glad he came in. I'm glad, you know, put it all behind us. Yeah, I mean that's a man. I mean, he came in and he said what he said, and you know, I appreciate it. I do.
Absolutely.
I do. What do we got going on in the chat while I'm
Oh dear Wells.
Fireball says I'm a good dude even though my team sucks. Well, my team's gonna beat your team, sir. So Kevin pointed out that I did block Kevin. I only meant to block Kevin like for a few minutes, and then I forgot and I had him blocked for a couple of weeks. So it's like, yeah, I apologize to Kevin about that. Watch 6-2. Good to see you. Will Thorogood's in the background here. Hang on a minute. Let me add him in. There you go.
So Will.
What's up, Nate?
Serious Sports Sanchez. How do you about? Oh, come on, Rick.
Block.
Rick, stop it.
Yeah,
Really?
I agree, Alex.
Battle Angels looking forward to meeting me. Alex says get the lobster. I don't know where that came from.
And plus, Alex said,
I think he's telling Nate to get some tail.
Shut up.
I grew up on lobster tail. I was like, I was eating lobster tail when I was like 5.
See, I was all about, North Florida. We deal with crab legs. That's our go-to.
Well, I was born in Boston, so
Oh, okay.
Would you rather eat crab or lobster?
Crab.
Lobster.
Lobster's harder to get into than crab. I mean, crab, you just
true.
if you do it right, it's one crack and everything slides out. Lobster, you got to go digging.
I ate my first lobster in Florida. It was amazing.
Florida lobster, you had the Florida lobster, the spiny one, without the claws.
I think it had claws. I'm not sure. I had it in Miami.
It does have claws, I think.
Okay, Florida lobster has no claws.
Oh, it doesn't.
Okay. But the main lobster, the North America, the Canadian lobsters, they have claws. So,
see, I'll take a low country boil over all that.
Now, stone crab, I'd rather have stone crab than anything. So
I'd rather just have a low country boil and be done with it. Crawfish, crab legs, mushrooms, corn, sausage.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Roll.
Did you know every
You're speaking my language now.
Did you know every New Year's Eve with my family we eat king crabs for dinner?
Cool.
King crabs, huh?
That's not cheap.
Yeah,
the king crab is good, but those shells are real hard to get into.
Yeah, and plus they're sharp. Like I think they have spikes on, some sharp on their the legs. I think are sharp. I don't know how to explain it, but it's
they're sharp. They have the not spines, but you can't just grab a king crab leg like that.
No,
you'll tear your hand up.
Yeah, I almost cut myself with those.
So, what did you guys think of yesterday's games? I didn't get to watch
There's
any of them.
nothing. There's nothing really entertaining.
Tennessee looked better than I thought. I'll give credit for that.
Yeah,
I still don't think they're in contention for the top 3 of the East.
He's
No,
probably
no,
top 5.
no.
But somebody
Ohio State looks a lot worse than I thought.
Ha!
one
Let's
of my watch buddies. This is a funny guy. He lives in Alabama,
Oh,
but his screen name is Tennessee Mike,
huh?
and
Okay.
he's a Tennessee fan, but he lives in Bama, so that must be a lonely experience. He's giving me shit all day in private messaging. He's giving me shit all day about my team's undefeated. Ball. The ball. I said, my team's undefeated. I say, how would you like to put a little watch bet up on the Florida Tennessee game?
Oh,
No.
I'd put a bet up they're not undefeated by next week.
Yeah.
What's
I
up,
bet
Mr.
Pitt
Vic?
takes them out.
Mike Vick. Mike Vick.
Mr. Vic, give me your famous saying.
Quote, you mean?
What? What?
Well,
You mean well, fuck.
there you go. Now I feel better.
Well, fuck.
Now it's a party. Now it's happy hour.
Oh wow, that was the first time I swore on this.
Yep. It's
Trenches,
happy
Celine,
hour.
Crawfish.
Yeah, in
Eat the
case
tail,
anyone
suck the
was
brains, or both. I do
In
both.
case anyone got in here and was wondering, Raj is putting his house together and stuff for tomorrow's big get together for the Florida shit. That game, the Georgia Clemson game, and he did a video about 3:45 saying, "I'm too tired to do happy hour. Celine can do it." So that's why I'm here and he's not. So
You know, I was hoping for a Friday stream because I'm too busy throughout the week, and then once Friday hits, I'm all good. Besides, I have a 3-day weekend this weekend.
And plus, today I actually went to the Omaha Zoo, and plus it's really big, and I know I don't know if you heard of it, Celine. Have you or no? Omaha Henry Dory Zoo? No.
I mean I know there's a zoo there, but I don't know if there's anything special about it.
I mean, the one thing that's special about it is like the big dome, the big desert dome, which is a glass dome that's filled with desert, or like a filled desert dome or something like that.
Oh,
so
first off, I want to come in here and I want to say happy birthday to Michael Vick.
that's right. It is Mike's birthday. Happy birthday, my good sir.
Happy birthday, man.
Mike.
I'm not going to sing though. We don't need that kind of negativity.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
Oh, and Trench's Axel. I keep wanting to say Axel. It's not
Alex.
Axel. Alex wants to know crawfish. Eat the tails, suck the brains, or both.
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 You got to. When you eat the tail and you suck the brains, that's all the
I don't
flavor.
want brains. No,
Yeah, it's definitely both, Alex. It's definitely both. But you know, the first time I ever sucked the brains out of a crawfish, I had to talk myself into it because it's like, it's not natural.
Dude, I was like maybe
Yeah.
7 when I first did it, and that was at I think it was Brunswick, Georgia, the Crawfish Festival.
Mm-hmm.
So
I used to do it every year.
River bugs.
Absolutely.
what does it feel like in the mouth?
Bug.
The brains.
It's just spice, man. It's mainly just flavor.
Oh,
It's kind of it's kind of a spicy, salty thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was more like gushy and squishy. And
Think
stuff.
about it. The crawfish is about that big. The brains
Yeah.
on it's probably about like that. You're mainly just getting the juices and the flavors from the cooking and everything else, the spices.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you eat the tail, you get the tail meat out, you get the tail meat in your mouth, and then you go, and then it's just like a big explosion of flavor in your behind your eyeballs. It's delicious.
So I got a question for Nate here.
All right.
Nate, explain to me this cream cheese on pizza deal.
Like what it tastes like, or just the explain, or okay.
Like, what are you doing? Are you literally just putting cream cheese on top of pizza?
No, he says he put little dabs of cream cheese on the pizza.
Yeah, I
Because
don't put the
I've heard of
whole block.
I've heard of people making cream cheese pizza. They'll take the cream cheese and kind of make the crust out of it, and then
that I don't do. I
seen that.
I mean, I would like to try that, but honestly, I just put some dollops of cream cheese on it, like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
So I just I mean, you could try if you wanted to, but I would like to. I would like you to try it, but
I'm good.
To be honest, you can't like it before you eat it. I mean, there's the same.
Sounds like a marinara bagel. Like I ain't touching that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't sound terrible, but it's just, I don't know. Actually, I got to ask a question real quick. Okay. Nate, when you put the cream cheese on the pizza, do you put it before it goes in the oven or after it comes out?
Yeah, before, and it cooks it.
And cooks it.
Yeah.
See, I've never had cream cheese that got heated up like that before.
Yeah,
so
it's mostly
that's different.
So most of the cream cheese is like the top of the cream cheese is like when I put it out, like get out of the oven, I usually look at the cream cheese a little bit and check if it's like cooked or something. It looks like a light brown on top, and it's actually pretty good, in my opinion. But
I guess. I mean, I've ate cream cheese as like a dip before, but I don't know if on pizza.
Right.
Jeff Webster's in here, and he's triggered by a yellow and navy helmet.
I think he's upset about because he don't know how to tell colors. So,
Oh.
Yeah, he will. Well, on Wednesday he went off for like 10 minutes on gold versus yellow. So.
I think
wow. I've never thought of that argument. Gold versus yellow.
It's that Alabama University education at its finest there,
So.
Oh, Murphy.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I got another question. What's everybody doing for their? We're talking of food. What's everybody's game day food this weekend? What are we doing?
Okay.
Birthday cake.
What did he say?
He said birthday cake.
Oh, there you go.
Well, because my birthday's in September too, so not the day too, but like the 15th of September is my birthday, and my dad's birthday is in September, so he's the 4th, and is it the 4th or 3rd?
It's the 3rd.
Okay, yeah. So my grandma's the 3rd, my dad's 4th, and mine is the 15th. My aunt's the 16th, and my mom's the 26th. So holy cow, I have like
a lot of September birthdays.
Busy September, yeah. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So evidently there was a lot of heeing and sheeing going on in January of those
years.
Yeah. Little post Christmas celebration there.
Or a little cold weather, we got snowed in celebration.
I mean,
you ever wonder why the birth rate goes up after a blizzard?
I don't know why.
No.
Have your mom explain it to you, Nate. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to contribute to the
Is it like a joke or is it true?
True.
I guess
actually,
it's true.
I know. I don't know if anyone in here besides me is old enough to remember the big New York blackout in the 70s. They lost power for like days. New York City just went dark for a couple of days. They had a big power failure. 9 months later, the hospitals in New York City were overwhelmed with baby births.
Oh yeah,
Jeez.
Pete did just ask me if I ever tried a pineapple on pizza. Yes, it was horrible.
Pineapple doesn't deserve it. It's not supposed to be on a pizza.
Yeah.
Who's Florida play, Celine, this weekend?
Florida plays Florida Atlantic.
Should be.
No, they play Akron.
Who?
Oh wait, no, that's Auburn. I'm sorry. I don't know.
It's definitely the Owls.
Akron.
Yeah.
Now on tomorrow, I'm thinking for my game day foods, I'm thinking I will go to Jersey Mike and get a cheesesteak, since that's the only decent cheesesteak in this town.
Yeah, you got it.
Yes, sir.
And then maybe for the evening game, I will go get some wings from a local place here called Joey D's, which does really good spicy wings.
I mean,
so I'm on full junk food alert tomorrow.
Yeah, that's for everyone.
That's game day.
College game day.
Yeah, I'm
After
getting
I
up,
walk
cooking me
5 miles.
some buffalo wings. I think the wife's making some pigs in a blanket and sausage balls.
how about Smokies?
Whatties?
No, Smokies, which is like
Smokies.
yeah,
The little cocktail sausages.
yeah.
Yeah, but just put it in croissant and make a pig in a blanket.
Yeah,
It's so much better.
Yeah,
Nate.
there you go.
Yeah.
Well, I could say yeah.
Now, what I like to do on that vein, what I like to do is I like to go and get a pack of either Hebrew Nationals or Sobrettes,
Oh, okay.
and then get the Pillsbury Crescent, in the can.
That's what we do.
And just wrap the whole hot dog in the in the dough, and then bake them up like that.
Now
Yeah.
I don't know what
It
sauce.
tastes pretty good.
I don't know what sauce is in Little Smokies. Is it like spicy barbecue or what is it?
It's not bad.
Well, I mean, I don't know
not
what
my
sauce.
not my preferred junk food, but I definitely got to get a cheesesteak from Jersey Mike. I've been craving. But
Never had Jersey Mike's.
it's not bad. It's actually very good for what it is. I mean, their cheesesteak is not on the par of, say, a real Philadelphia cheesesteak, but I'm not anywhere near Philly. And the last cheesesteak I had that was any good that was outside of Philly that wasn't Jersey Mike was actually a place in Metro Atlanta called Philly Connection.
Mm-hmm.
So have
Hey,
you ever been
Celine.
Yeah.
Have you ever had Jimmy John's?
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Well, 2 reasons I'm not a fan. One is silly, and one isn't. I did get Jimmy John's a lot. At one job I did because I couldn't really leave the job, and I really had to. There were some days I had to work at my desk, and Jimmy John's would deliver, and it would be quick.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was this particular Jimmy John's or whatever, but the sandwiches were not very good quality.
Right.
And then they're also a primary sponsor of Kevin Harvick in NASCAR, and I hate Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, my sub
I mean,
go-to
I
is always
refer
Firehouse.
to him as Hard Dick.
Why do you
subs?
why
Yeah.
why do you hate Kevin Harvick?
Because he's a little whiny little bitch man,
Right. Yeah, I don't.
and he keeps trying to run my driver Kyle Busch off the track.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is. So, I mean, I've heard of Kyle Busch, but I've never heard of the other guy.
Kevin Harvick, he's actually older than
Kevin
Kyle
Harvick
Busch.
took
He's
over
actually
for Dale Earnhardt's car when Earnhardt passed.
Yeah. When Earnhardt got killed at Daytona in that crash, the next week they brought Kevin Harvick in to drive his car for I think it was for DEI, or was it Hendrick? No, it was DEI, wasn't it? And he drove the 29 car for a long time. And then he switched over to who is he driving for now? Tony Stewart, Stuart Haas. So he took over the 4 car.
Gotcha.
But Harvick has always been kind of a whiny little bitch, and if you drive him hard, he don't like that, and then he starts whining, and then he starts trying to run you off the road. And my guy drives hard. Some say he's drives like Earnhardt did, and he rubs drivers the wrong way. And Harvick is always trying to fight him. So it's like I don't like him. I don't like bitches.
What happened there?
That's cool.
I have a beagle puppy, and she was getting into stuff. I'm sorry. I thought I had my mic muted.
Okay. That's all right.
Not all good.
Have I missed anything good in the comments? Like Real Big Lee's here. Uh-oh. That can't be good. Let's see. Alex says I called him Axel again. Jesus, what's wrong with me? He says charcoal best way to grill. So I guess we've started talking about grilling. I'm not very good at grilling. I used to be better, but I'm so out of practice.
Shoot, I'd rather smoke.
K-Dog corrected me. It was Childress, not DEI. So thank you for that. I should have known better.
Oh, real quick, Alex, the breakfast with me and Big Dog Brett, that's at 9 o'clock tomorrow, and the Halls of Fame is still tonight at 10.
What's going on at 10?
The show I do every Friday, the Halls of Fame.
What chess?
I'll have to check that out. I haven't been on.
Yeah, it's a kind of a mixed group because it's me and Chess, and a lot of people aren't fans of my co-host. So
why are people upset with chess?
I got no problem with chess.
People have had problems with chess for a while.
Yeah, I like chess.
But,
Chess is a good guy. He's just
I like chess.
He's a kid.
Yeah,
exactly.
I know he's not a kid. I mean, he's 25.
He is 24 as a kid.
Yeah,
24, 25.
Well,
he's young adult is what he is.
He's a kid.
No,
so
I'm a young adult.
How old
But,
are you?
I mean, my daughters are
Yeah,
23.
yeah, he's a
so
kid.
they're still-
And Chess is like
Yeah.
what, 24 now?
But yeah, me and Brett will go live every Saturday at 9.
I'm 24.
24.
J-Dub, I see you in the background. I'll get you in as soon as I can.
Yeah, so I'm.
Yeah, Alabama bankers here. I said, Bama, 25 to me is a kid because I'm 56. So I'm an old man. I'm older than BVD.
Oh, mic's gone.
Wookie dropped. Did Wookie drop off?
No,
No, it was Mike
Big
Vick.
stuff.
Vick dropped off.
Mike
Birthday
Vick dropped
boy.
out.
He's got some celebrating to do.
All right, well, I'm going to let J-Dub in a little while.
I'll tell you what. I'll go ahead and hop off so J-Dub can come in and hang out for a bit.
You sure? If you want to stay in the background, that's fine.
You're good, man. I'm gonna keep playing with this. I'm trying to get this camera, this new Logitech, all set up before tonight. So
Well, you got a 920?
it's the C229, actually. I think is what it was.
Oh, that's a good camera.
Yeah, I mean, it looks clear to me.
Good to me.
Yeah, it looks fine.
The only problem is with StreamYard, for some reason, it keeps showing that my internet's going in and out. So I got to figure this out. What's going on?
I had the same problem with my C920, and it eventually worked itself out.
Yeah.
Keep
All right,
playing
man.
with it, man.
Y'all have a good one.
See you, buddy.
Enjoy the
See you,
games.
man.
Later.
See you, man.
Hey, man. Go Dogs.
No, not go dogs. No.
So-
Yes, go Dogs.
That's right, Mike. What's up, J-Dub?
Shout out to Trenches for the spot in the StreamYard room. I thank you, Trenches, very much.
All right, well, play nice with Wilkie. All right, and don't go.
What?
10
I got no
minutes on
problem. I got no
on
problem
the
with.
clock.
I got no problem with Wilkie. I just found I was looking for something to trigger West Virginia fans because I knew a burning couch wouldn't do it, and now I know what it is. So I got no problem with Wilkie, but Golden Blue Dude, who I'm now going to start to refer to as Yellow and Navy Guy, that might be a different story.
What is Beggin' Megan is in here? I didn't see him in here before. He's saying he loves Gainesville. Okay, he's trying to trigger me. So all right.
The only problem I got with Golden Blue Dude is Golden Blue Dude does some clickbait videos, and sometimes I just it gets on my nerves a little bit. But I understand that's what gets you views on stuff on YouTube. But
I used to try to do clickbait.
Celine, you grew up in the Northeast, so you know about real delis.
Really?
Yes.
What do you?
There's two places in Chicago that I go to all the time when I'm there, and that's a couple times a year. One of them is Mazzotti's, and
He does do this.
here's how you could tell. People talk about Jimmy John's, Jersey Mike's, Subways, all those places.
Not Subway. Not Subway.
Yeah, but
Never Subway.
that's
Never
all.
again.
All of those, all the chains are nothing compared to your local delis.
This is true.
And you tell you're in a good deli two ways. Number one, the potato salad is good and it's mustard, not mayo. That's number one. If the potato salad's good, and number two, you go in there and you order your sandwich, whatever you want. You don't get a dry ass sandwich. You go in there and you order it, and if you're like me, you like a little mayo on it. If the guy making the sandwich puts the mayo on the meat, not on the bread, he puts it on the meat, you're in the right place.
Okay.
If
Facts.
the oil, the vinegar, the mustard, the mayo, whatever your favorite is, doesn't matter what it is, the Russian dressing, whatever. If they put it on the bread and not the meat, get the hell out of there. You're in the wrong place.
I'll remember that forever, J-Dub.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, for me, I don't know if you guys have Publixes where you guys live, but for I know in Georgia they do, and down in Florida.
We don't.
Publix is actually for me the go-to place for a sub. I won't go to Subway anymore. I mean, even before the purple-haired freaks spot being in the ad, that turned me off completely. But
I have to share that. I have to share this story here real quick about Subway.
Oh, Lou's in here. I'm going to get it now.
Here, for those of you who don't like Subway, you're going to like this story. About 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, the student newspaper at the University of Iowa in Iowa City, somebody put them up to this. I don't know who did. They decided that they were going to send 5 writers out. One of them went to Subway. One of them went to Jimmy John's, and anyway, they went to like 3 chains, and then one guy went to a grocery store, and one guy went to like just a locally owned deli right off the strip in Iowa City. And they all went and got the exact same thing. They all had to get a foot long or a whole or whatever. You had to get the large size club. They all had to get the exact same ingredients, the exact same toppings. Everything had to be absolutely identical. So they got them all. They brought them back to the Hawkeye Nation office, the student newspaper, and then they measured them and they weighed them and they judged them by freshness, whatever. And the Subway sub was hands down the loser. It weighed, it weighed like 1/4. I mean, there was the amount of meat on it, and then they had the prices and everything, and it pissed Subway off so bad they yanked all their advertising out of the university newspaper. It cost the university newspaper a couple $1,000s in advertising. Subway used to run coupons in there all the time, and it pissed Subway off. They pulled, but then there's something they did kind of like a comparison, and Subway bombed.
Subway, in my experience, has always been it's either extremely good or it's not even edible.
Yeah, I agree.
For me, it's not even edible, but they're all over the place. But
yeah, they are.
I always go to Publix for my subs, and if I want a cheesesteak, I go to Jersey Mike because I've eaten subs and stuff and sandwiches like that all over the city I live in, Sarasota, and even gone into Bradenton, but we call it Bradentucky. And those, for me, those two are the places that are consistent and taste good. Everyone else is kind of like inconsistent or horrible.
Publix is a chain of grocery stores that we don't have where I live. Right. But when I listen to the comment sections in multiple different streams, it seems to be universal that everybody likes Publix subs and everybody likes. They have fried chicken there because I hear a lot of that too.
They have they have really, really good fried chicken. I don't go.
I hear that. I hear that constantly. People are always saying that Publix has good subs and good fried chicken. It makes me wish we had one up here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't go to KFC or any place for fried chicken. I just go to Publix. I mean, for one thing, Publix is actually closer to me than any of those places, and the chicken pieces are really big. And they're well battered, and the fry part tastes good, and it's great stuff.
When I was a Bama student, the Tuscaloosa is 100,000 people, and we had like an Albertsons and there was like Piggly Wiggly, but then like Winn-Dixie.
Those
were the chains. Is Publix by new? I mean, relatively new. Like, is it like maybe 20 years ago, not 50 years ago?
Okay.
And they must Publix be everywhere down there because everybody in the chats seems to have a Publix where they live.
I
So they
don't.
must be all over the place.
We
Yeah,
don't.
well, Publix started out in Florida, and my family's been in Florida since '72. We moved down here from Boston, and Publix was here already.
Okay.
Now,
all right. So
when
it's a long time chain then.
Yeah, it's a long time chain in Florida. Now, when I moved, I lived in Metro Atlanta for a while. First Marietta and then Kennesaw. We moved out of Atlanta back here to Florida. My family, my kids, and my now ex-wife. In 2001. In 2000, just before we were, the year before, Publix just started coming into Metro Atlanta. So it's been about 22 years that Publix has been in Georgia.
Yeah, because I remember as a Bama student, you found, it was my experience that you found the best variety and definitely the best meat counter at Winn-Dixie, but Winn-Dixie was expensive. You could go to Albertsons or Piggly Wiggly and spend less money, but you didn't usually have the variety, I guess.
Winn-Dixie's around here have always been kind of, low rent and filthy. I mean,
what's that?
They just weren't good places to go compared to Publix. And Lou has pointed it out to me for the upteenth time that Publix doesn't have sweet potato pie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I usually get my sweet potato pie.
Megan and I actually agree on something, which means the world's going to end tomorrow. That, Subway's no good. Publix fried chicken is great, and Buffalo chicken's great, and the subs are great. So Megan and I agree on something, and that can't be good for society as a whole. So
I get this place. I get my sweet potato pie usually through the mail. Is usually what I get mine. It's always really good.
That's interesting.
Little country place up north.
Shut up.
I bet I could walk into the Dolls and buy a sweet potato pie if I.
Well, you can't buy one. You can't buy a decent one around here. Not the way my father wanted it. So I've already been over that crap.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I thought it was funny though when we were doing the Luanon thing with the Google Earth, which that was fun. I said, let's go look up the place that screwed me out of Father's Day present from
barbecue. Yeah, in Kinston, North Carolina.
That's right. King's Barbecue in Kingston, North Carolina can suck my white ass.
Ooh. A roast from Celine.
The problem might be is that you're trying to get a sweet potato pie from a barbecue joint.
Well, that was highly recommended to me as a place that did it the proper southern grandma way, and you never got to try it because they kept shipping it wrong. You don't ship something across 4 states in summertime without packing it in dry ice, and they didn't do that.
How much instead potato pie cost you, Celine? I'm just curious to get shipped through the mail.
I can't remember. I really can't remember, and I don't want to remember. I'm not going to do it again. I mean, I order stuff for my father for Father's Day or his birthday or whatever from Joe's Stone Crab down in Miami. Their key lime pie is world famous. The crabs are the stone. I don't even have to tell you about stone crab. That's something that doesn't need any introduction. I ship it to them. I have it shipped to them from Miami Beach or wherever it is. It shows up the next day, and they overnight to everywhere in the U.S. It's not because it's in Miami. I'm in Sarasota, but it shows up the next day. It shows up in a cooler. It shows up packed in dry ice, and it shows up frozen, the way it should be. It isn't rocket science.
Worked out then.
You definitely have to put it on dry ice if you were sending it to me, because I'm 1,500 miles from the nearest, at least 1,500 miles from the nearest ocean.
Yeah,
although I I do have to say, in the East Village, which is a little part of Des Moines, not far from the state capitol, there's a little Vietnamese, and I only know it because the guy's, well, he's not, I'd probably get shot if I said that. He's not Vietnamese. He's Hmong, Hmong. If you ever seen the movie Gran Torino, the Asian people that are in Gran Torino, they're Hmong. They're from Southeast Asia. He runs this place, and he gets the freshest. My God, he has red snapper brought in, orange roughy, halibut. All the stuff is very expensive because, of course, you're trying to you're transporting it to Iowa. But it's always the freshest, high quality seafood. It's fabulous. It's just this dingy little place, and every time you go in there, there's a mob of people because he's got a quality product, and people are willing to spend a little extra knowing that they're going to get a quality product.
What is it with Rick Sanchez today? Everything I say to him everything I say, he's taking it to be that it's identity politics. Something going on with Mr. Sanchez today. I guess he woke up on the wrong side of the world or something. And how you doing, Steve? Good to see you in here.
I saw a thing on Facebook today. It's one of those things that we've all seen them. Give yourself 1 point for everything you have done, or give yourself 1 point for all these foods that you've tried.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it was like the latest one I saw was How Southern Are You? And it had I think like 36 traditional Southern foods or foods associated with the South. And I lived in the South for 5 years full time and visited for dozens and dozens of years. And I thought I had a pretty wide-ranging Southern. I had 11 out of the 36. I thought, oh my God, okay, because there's a whole lot of crap on there I don't like. And then I thought to myself, if I was to create one of these things that said, "How Midwestern are you?" I wouldn't be able to do it because there's like no foods associated with the middle of the country. I mean,
now wait a minute. I remember seeing a TV show on Food Network, and this was years ago. And they were traveling around different regions. It was a series, and they were doing regions of the country and some of the more unusual foods. And I remember this one place somewhere in the Midwest, and it was fried brain sandwich.
Yeah.
I never heard of that.
Was it called Man versus Food?
No, it wasn't Man versus Food. It was on Food Network, not Travel. But it was in Ohio. I think it was some small town in Ohio. I think it was Ohio, and they were talking about a fried brain sandwich, and these people were just eating it up. And it's like, oh my God.
you have to admit though, Celine, when you think of a Southern diet, I mean, you think of like okras, collard beans, sweet potato pie, sawmill gravy. There's all sorts of black-eyed peas, red beans, and rice. There's all sorts of foods. There's all sorts of food associated with the South.
Definitely.
But like, I'm trying to think of what foods would be like associated with Illinois, Nebraska, Missouri, Wisconsin, Indiana, and there are none. There isn't. Nobody thinks of. Oh, that's what they eat in Illinois. There is no such thing.
Corn on the cob, right?
Well,
that would be Nebraska.
Grow a hell of a lot of it here.
Isn't it true that most corn grown in the U.S. either goes for cattle feed or ethanol? Very little percentage of it is human consumption, comparatively.
Yeah, it's a misconception.
Oh, okay.
That a high percentage of the corn crop goes to ethanol. It's actually a very small percentage, but you are right. Animal feed is about 50% of the corn that's grown in Iowa and Nebraska. Nebraska's number one in corn. Iowa's number two. Illinois is number three in corn, and the number one in soybeans. But about half of the Iowa corn crop, I know this because Iowa slaughters so damn many hogs. Iowa and North Carolina. About half of the corn grown here goes to cattle and hog feed.
Hang on a minute. If anybody in the chat wants to click the StreamYard link, jump in. I got 2 slots available, so don't be shy. You want to come on in and tell me to my face what an idiot I am or whatever.
Is Uncle Lou still in the chat?
I don't know. He popped in here to say a few things, but somebody pops into the background and says the screen name is Talk or something like that. That's probably him.
I do remember one time I was visiting my father, who the 20th anniversary of his death will be this October.
No, I'm sorry about that.
Sorry, man.
No, that's all right. Thank you. It was one of the last times I went and saw him, so it would have been like the summer of 01 or around then. But I remember it was warm because we grilled out, and he and my stepmother were all excited because they had gone to the store and they had purchased pork chops that had been labeled Iowa chops. Now you find them here all the time. I mean, that's something you go to the store. The difference between a pork chop and an Iowa chop is an Iowa chop is exactly 50% thicker. It's very, very thick. It's a huge, thick pork chop. What you normally think of as a pork chop, that's an Iowa chop that's been cut in half. So
I saw an Iowa chop at a butcher's, a specialty butcher's store. I saw an Iowa chop.
You have to cook them different too. You have to cook them different too, because pork, of course, is something you have to, make sure you get cooked all the way through.
True.
And I showed him how to grill them. You grill them 10 minutes one side, 10 minutes on the other side, and then you stand it up. It stands up straight, tall. And then you cook it that way for like the last 5 minutes. It takes the fat off of it. But anyway, that's the only thing I can think of that is like Vic mentions corn because we grow it here, but I mean, you don't think of like, when I think of Georgia, I think of peaches, I think of pecans. When I think of Florida, I think of seafood. When I think of Alabama, Mississippi, I'm talking about biscuits and gravy and fried chicken, sweet tea. Those are all very regional foods. When I think of Iowa, I don't think of nothing comes to mind. There's no regional food or anything that comes to mind.
Well, I think of the Midwest. When I think of Midwest foods and everything, I tend to think of because Midwest is cold a lot of the year, and I tend to think of some seriously heavy duty stuff. I mean, lots of meat and potatoes kind of thing. Root vegetables,
Chicago's
heavy
known
stick to your ribs food.
Chicago's known for their hot dogs.
Oh yeah.
The Chicago hot dog, I look at that thing and I don't want a salad on top of my hot dog.
First of all,
strange to me, that's all.
First of all, a Chicago hot dog must be all beef.
Well, yes.
Natural casing. And then what Celine's calling the salad, if you go to a hot dog joint or a deli in Chicago and you order a dog and you want it done that way, you tell the person who's waiting on you, you'll say, give me two, and then you'll say, give me two and drag it. That means drag it through the garden. They'll put everything on it that way. It's just called drag it. And Celine, being a Boston guy, when I think of, that's another regional area. When I think of Boston, I think of lobster, I think of clam chowder. I mean, there's foods associated with
Boston. I think of all kinds of different food because Boston has all kinds of little different sections in there. I mean, you've got a Chinatown in there that's fantastic Chinese food there. They have an Italian section in there with lots of great Italian.
Still predominantly Irish though, isn't it though?
Yeah, very big on the Irish, and they got a lot of Irish pub type places. I'm not a big fan of Irish pub food, but
people don't realize that if you do not count Warsaw, the capital of the country, if you don't count Warsaw, there are more ethnic Poles living in Chicago, Illinois than live anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, Chicago would be the second largest Polish city if it were in Poland.
I want to go to Chicago and dive into a big pile of pierogies. They just never come up for air.
You won't find that difficult to find.
No, you won't. That's the point. You can't find pierogies down here.
You don't find them here in Atlanta either.
Oh, well, no, you can find pierogies if you go to Trader Joe's. But that's not the same thing, of course. Actually, I like Trader Joe's. They got,
I know,
they got
I
some
know,
food.
Yeah, it's
I know,
good.
and I know whole areas where, of course, Celine is not kosher, but I know whole areas that specialize in kosher foods. The restaurants are koshers. The shops that you would go to buy your food is all kosher.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't walk in there with your girlfriend.
I don't know anything about that. I just know that there are,
Yeah. Okay.
the only thing I know about kosher is got
Why?
a K with a circle around it.
Well, the a lot of the people that keep kosher and he's talking mostly about New York, the Diamond District and all that. Where you have a lot of the Hasidim, the Jewish folks. The women are wearing the long dresses, very conservative dress, and the men have all I don't want to call them dreadlocks, but that's the only term that y'all will understand.
Celine, I have to say that it actually in New York is the only time I have ever, with my own eyes, in person, seen a Hasidic Jew. I know, I've met Jews who keep kosher homes.
Yes,
and I know several Reform Jews, but I've never met a Hasidic Jew. I don't know if it's strictly they're just in the East Coast or I don't know.
Well,
but
I've met many people from the Hasidim. Ironically, I met most of them down in Miami. Way back when, they had a good sized Hasidic Jewish population in Miami, Dade, Broward, Palm Beach counties. I don't know if they're still there, but
not to turn this into a religious question, but just out of curiosity, what is it a dietary thing? Is it a specific take on the Torah? What sets those Jewish people apart from other Jews?
It's their lifestyle mostly. The Hasidim live a certain way.
Do they have a specific?
They'll separate the sexes in buildings and in cars, and obviously they keep kosher. They live more like Old Testament style.
Well, I just wondered if they had a different rabbinic tradition that they followed, or
Right. So they keep all.
It's more lifestyle than anything else.
Okay.
Right. So they keep all the ancient traditions.
Well, yeah, I mean they're not stoning people in the streets or anything, and they're not slaughtering goats or for.
Well, it's like the Dutch Reformed. How capital T traditionist do you want to be? The people who call themselves the Amish are the older Anabaptist Dutch Reformed, and the people who are Mennonite are a little more liberal. I mean, same tradition, but a different take on the same tradition.
We have a very, very large Mennonite population here in Sarasota.
Was not aware of that.
Yeah, well, you remember the TV show for Amish Mafia?
Yes.
No.
Some of it was shot here in Sarasota.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Because a lot of them come down to Sarasota for the winter.
You know who I found out lives in Sarasota?
Me.
The lead singer of AC/DC.
He lives on Bird. He lives on Bird Key.
Well, what? Brian Johnson lives in Sarasota?
Yeah.
I see him driving around here occasionally.
Really?
What's a Mennonite?
A Mennonite is a slightly more liberal version of an Amish person.
Okay.
Well, for instance, Amish don't believe in driving cars. They do the horse and buggy.
They don't believe in modern technology.
Right. The Mennonites are a little bit more 21st century than the
modern.
They don't believe in, like modern technology and medicine and stuff like that.
Right.
As I found out one time, to my embarrassment, I didn't get in trouble or anything. Because I acted out of ignorance. I was like 15, 16 years old, and I was with my mom and a couple of aunts, and we had gone to this place, this little Amish community in Illinois, where they do handcrafts and they make baked goods and stuff like that. And they have a little tourist area. And I went there and I saw two Amish girls who were like 13, 14 years old. and they were working on kneading this bread. They were making these like raisin bread loaves or whatever under the direction of an Amish adult woman.
Yeah.
And I tried to strike up a conversation like, when did you start learning how to do this? How long have you been doing this? Is this something you do every day? And after a couple of minutes, they didn't answer me, and I'm like, what the hell? And finally, the mother said to me, young man, I know you don't understand, but Amish girls are not allowed to speak to non-Amish men. And I'm like, oh, I said, I was like really embarrassed. I'm like, oh, I'm very sorry. I apologize. Got the hell out of the room.
Now
Yes.
here
So
in
are the
Sarasota.
So are the Amish like the people who would rather let their kids die than let them receive medical treatment?
No, they'll accept medical treatment. You're thinking of there's another group of religious fanatics that believe that modern medicine is a sin or whatever, and they'd rather die than take modern than be treated by a modern medicine. God will heal them, et cetera, et cetera. That's not the Amish. That's not the Mennonites. Now, Brian Johnson, I've seen him around Sarasota. He drives around you got to picture this, crazy looking Aussie guy with the hat on and everything, driving around in a 30s Bentley convertible with, you go Google what that looks like, the picture of that, with the word Thunder Guts painted on the hood.
Wow.
Cool.
Maybe I can find a picture. Let me see if I can find a picture of that. But the Mennonites around here, they have a lot of, one of the things they do around here real well is they do restaurants.
Yep.
And they bake pies, and their food is fantastic. And if you want, and their big thing is around Thanksgiving and Christmas. Big thing around here is get yourself a Mennonite made fruit pie or whatever pie. You got to order in advance because they'll run out.
Yep.
Let me see if I can. Oh, son of a bitch! I found a picture.
True.
I wonder. Yep, there it is, right there. There's Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson
with Thunder Guts.
They released a new album last year, AC/DC.
Yes, they did. Let me see if I can find a better picture.
Okay.
I can tell you that I saw.
That's a good picture. There you go.
I saw AC/DC on Back in Black, For Those About to Rock, and Fly in the Wall tours. Those three tours.
That's
in the
80s.
early 80s, and have not seen them since. But those
Wow.
all three were with Brian Johnson because he came on for Back in Black after Bon Scott died.
Yeah, Bon Scott. Yeah.
Who I prefer Bon Scott. I got no problem with Brian Johnson. I love the band with him. Just if you were telling me you can only listen to the Bon Scott albums or you can only listen to the Brian Johnson albums, I'd rather listen to the Bon Scott album.
You know what? I agree with you because a lot of Bon's songs, first of all, no offense, but when the songs with Bon, most of the times you don't hear him that much. Like most of the time you just hear the sounds of Angus's guitar or the bassist players. But Brian, he's like singing like a lot of the time. You know what I mean?
Right. AC/DC is a band of Australians and guys from Scotland.
They're a hell of a band.
White guys playing more or less rock and roll blues. I mean, their music is very bluesy if you know anything about musical theory. But by God, it works.
When I search up AC/DC, it shows different genres, and one of them is heavy metal, but I disagree with that. They're not really heavy metal.
They're hard. They're hard blues.
What songs?
I read somewhere. I can't remember
do they have? Yeah. What songs do they have under heavy metal?
Thunderstruck is probably one of them.
Okay.
I remember somebody. I can't remember where I read it, but somebody had a great quote one time that said, "AC/DC is what happened if the Rolling Stones had gone hard."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of Rolling
Here we
Stones,
go.
I'm actually gonna.
There's
Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh
What a
my
ride.
god!
oh, wait a
Whoa!
minute.
Got
I
himself, he's
screwed
got
that. I
himself a
screwed that
charger.
up. I
Oh, is that
screwed
not-
that up.
Is
Hang
that
on.
not it?
No, that's Brian Johnson. He's standing he's in his driveway on Bird Key in Sarasota, Florida. And see if I can get the. No, I keep screwing that up. I don't know why.
Speaking of the Rolling Stones, I'm actually gonna go see them perform in November.
Oh, cool.
Well,
Yeah, that-
without the late great Charlie Watts, who just passed
Yeah,
away.
very sad.
See, okay, there's his car right there on St. Armand Circle at I guess he's either at a car show or he's St. Armand
Right.
Circle is near Bird Key, but that's Thunderguts. That's an old 30-something Bentley Grand Prix racer.
Sweet.
Wow.
And you see him driving around in this big sumbitch around Sarasota. It's the funniest damn thing you ever saw.
Damn.
But you know what the deal with that car is, Celine. There's actually steel in the construction of that car.
Yeah. And you know the funny part is?
Once upon a time, automobiles were made out of steel, kids.
Yeah.
Another funny part is you see this picture here where the blue license plate is? If you can see that.
No.
Some versions of
that
this
one.
car have
Yeah,
a supercharger on the motor, and it's actually right here where this where the blue. Well, it didn't switch pictures. Hang on. Okay, you see that? You see where the blue license plate is? Where I'm pointing.
Yeah.
Some cars are supercharged versions of this car, and they put the supercharger right there on the frame, right outside, right up front. And then it's gear driven back through the radiator into the motor.
Is that just a straight 8?
Yeah, big straight 8.
Celine?
It's a straight 8.
Straight 8? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It gets probably
Anyway.
about 5 miles. Probably gets about 5 miles a gallon with the supercharger on it.
Yeah, pretty much. But anyway, imagine seeing Brian Johnson driving around your town in that monster.
I can't imagine him in Atlanta doing that. Man, that would be crazy.
He'd probably kill somebody if he hit somebody in Atlanta doing that.
Yeah, definitely.
Hang on, let me do a little pitch here real quick, Isaac. I thank everybody for joining me on Substitute Happy Hour stream. Don't forget to click that thumbs up for me. I do appreciate it. Somewhere in there is the PayPal link in the chat and in the description if you want to support the show that way. And of course, the super chat is down in the bottom of the chat window. And as I always say, always appreciated, always unexpected, never required. So, but at least don't forget to click the thumbs up button for me. And don't forget to wish Mike Vick a happy birthday.
Yeah.
He is 24 today, I think he said.
Yeah.
Hey, Vic, did you get some of those ISU football pictures I sent to you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yep.
Did you get any good presents today?
No. Well, not yet anyway. But.
Did you get a cake?
I sent Vic and a couple of people a sample of some of the game shots that I've taken of you and I in Iowa in the past, because that's who plays tomorrow. So I finally get to see these two teams play against each other, and it's sold out. Oh my God, it's going to be so nice to be there with 62,000 people in the crowd as opposed to 5,000 like last year. That'll be so nice. I can't wait for the atmosphere.
Yeah. They say that the swamp is sold out.
Oh, I bet it's packed.
I see the Gators are going all white tomorrow.
Yeah, I heard about that. That should be interesting.
That's
did you see that our next opponent?
I saw a picture of it. A guy in uniform. It said Gators reveal uni combination for opener or something like that, and they were all white. And I can't remember the last time with the orange lid. By the way, they didn't change they're going with the Gator script lid, but I can't remember the last time I saw Florida in all whites.
That's been a long time. They don't usually do that. And I saw that Florida's next opponent for next week, South Florida, got absolutely boat raced
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Oh no.
Was it North Carolina State? Is that who did it? Somebody beat them
Yeah, it
45
was
to nothing.
NC
Yeah, it
State
was
just absolutely curb stomped them.
Yeah, it was 45-0. Yes.
Damn.
Let me see if I can find a picture.
Celine, what was Florida's kickers last year? What was his name? Peterson, McPherson,
Yeah.
something like that.
Pearson.
McPherson.
Peterson.
Somebody drafted him in the 5th round. Who was it? Remind me.
I don't know. I don't pay
saw-
attention to the No Fun League anymore.
Yeah, but about a week ago, I saw a preseason game, and the kicker was from Florida. They said they and I can't remember the team. They said they used a 5th round draft choice on him. They lined him up at the end of the half to kick a 57-yard field goal. Okay, 57 yards. And I'm going to tell you what, kids, that kick would have been good from 70. I've never seen a kick go through the uprights that far from 57 yards out, and he had at least 10 or 15 more yards on it. It was unbelievable. It's the biggest leg I've seen since Sebastian Janikowski. I'd never seen anybody hit the ball that hard. I wish I remembered where he was, because I'm going to have to keep an eye on him, because that is just amazing. .57 is the longest I've ever seen in person. I've seen it done by a high school kid, and I've seen it done in college. I saw Van Tiffen from Alabama kick a 57-yarder against Texas A&M way back in the 80s when A&M and Alabama was a non-conference game. I saw Van Tiffen hit from 57 at Birmingham's Legion Field. And I saw a kid from Ankeny, Iowa. I was there covering a high school game. Kid's name was Todd Sievert. He kicked a 57-yarder in high school. He ended up going to the U. He ended up going to Miami, and he was Miami's kicker when they won the title in 2000.
I can't find a picture of the uniform, unfortunately. So.
My phone's battery is getting low, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here.
Yeah,
Hey,
I had to.
you streaming after me, Vic?
No, I won't be. Sorry, because I have my birthday party, so I won't be.
And a big happy birthday to you, Vic. Congratulations, buddy. Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy
thank
birthday,
you.
man.
Yeah, thanks.
Go plug in the phone.
Yeah.
Right.
Happy birthday, Mike.
I had to move downstairs so I could plug in my computer.
Yep.
See you, Mike.
We want to see some pics of the cake, Vic.
Nope.
Be sure to get us some birthday party pictures.
Yeah, we'll get them. Definitely.
24. Celine, believe it or not, there was a time when we were both 24.
God. Well, let's see. What year was I 24? That would be. Jesus, I can't do math.
I was 24 in 1990.
No, it was earlier than that. Let's see. So I was 20 in 1985. So 1989? Yeah, 1989. I would have been 24.
I got many years, so
would've
I'm 24.
I would have turned 24 at the end of June in 1990.
That's right. You're younger than me.
I'm much.
Yeah, I'm a spring chick.
Yeah.
I'm probably like one of the youngest guys in here. Not in the stream. I'm the youngest.
Oh yeah.
Well, how old are you, Will?
You're the first one to ask me that. 15.
Oh crap! I can't even remember. I got brain cells that have lived and died 1,000 times.
Yeah.
For you. 15. Oh, 15. I remember 15. I couldn't wait to get my driver's license.
Yep, same.
I can't wait too. I
pestered my mom like crazy. Get me down to the DMV. And that was the old DMV. Let's see, 15 for me would have been 1980.
It's been the summer of 81 for me. I would have just finished.
1980, I turned 15, and oh god, the cars back then were horrible.
Yeah, Yeah, they were. I would have just
Horrible. I mean, we were still coming off of the 70s pollution control, twin
All the
oil
cars-
crisis,
all the
insurance
cars looked like
companies.
rectangles. Yeah.
Yeah, they were fucking horrible.
I would have just finished my freshman year in high school because I didn't turn 16 until after my sophomore year was completely done. So it really sucked because all my friends, all my buddies, all the girls I knew, all the guys I knew were 16 while the sophomore year was going on. So they could drive to school, drive all over. I didn't turn 16 until a month after sophomore year ended. I didn't turn 18 until a month after I graduated high school.
Jada, you're not alone though. I won't be 16. I'll be 16 after this year's school year's over. So you're not alone.
So you won't be able to drive as a sophomore.
No.
Yeah, that's all my buddies had licenses, but I didn't.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
I
in that,
still
I'm
don't
in that
have a
boat.
license either.
What was that?
I don't have.
And I didn't get
You
my
don't have
own
a license?
car.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you're
I didn't-
what? 20?
I didn't get my own
No,
car
19.
until
19. Yeah.
I didn't get my own car until about a year, or well, not a year, until about a week before my senior year in high school started. And that car I had all the way through college, and I had it all the way. I had it from August of '83 until it was totaled in July of '94, and that's the car that Celine wished he had.
Oh,
1968 Mercury Cougar XR7.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm
That
gonna
was
show
my
you a
college.
picture.
That was my college ride and everything, baby.
I'm gonna show you a picture of my first car right now.
I've started learning how to drive now, and I'm actually not that bad at it. That's your car?
What's
Back
that?
then?
Celine? Is that a Datsun?
No, it's a Toyota. It's a first generation Toyota Supra.
Jeez.
Supra.
That's a nice car.
Yep.
That was a blazing 110 horsepower straight six.
Wow.
That was my first car.
Not bad.
I was parked in front of my parents' home when we lived on Siesta Key. In the background is my dad's S-Class turbo diesel. I love this car. I really did. It was really a nice driving car. Unfortunately, the first owner didn't take very good care of it. And,
was it a used car?
Yeah. This was in '81, but I didn't get it till '83.
J-Dub, did you start with a used car, or did you have a new car when you had your first car?
Oh no, mine was used.
Okay.
Yeah, what had happened was my mom's oldest brother, or he was born after her, but of the brothers, he's the oldest. He worked at Commonwealth Edison, and the guy he worked with had bought his son this Mercury Cougar XR7 in 1968, and it had like 20,000 miles on it because some old lady had it and had hardly driven it at all. It was like 10, 12 years she'd put like 2,000 miles a year on it. He bought it for his son. His son had the car for a month, got nailed for drunken driving, and as a punishment, his dad made him sell the car.
Gee.
And Eddie found out about it and said to my mom, "Hey, this guy wants to sell this car, and he's asking a tremendous price for it. You guys should jump on it." Well, let me tell you what, $1,500 in 1983 was a hell of a lot of money. But that car was worth twice that. And I got my mom and my dad, when my parents were divorced, and I said, if I come up with 500, will you, Mom, come up with 500, and will you, Dad, come up with 500? Because Eddie says we should get this car. And they said, yeah. And so I got it, and it was amazing because we got it, and I had it looked at by a mechanic and everything, and the guy that looked at it said, well, you got this car for about $1,000 less than what it was worth. I'm like, okay, cool. And I babied the hell out of it.
Well,
I take care of my cars, but when the faster cars, I drive them like I stole it.
Now, my car was certainly not worth or not as powerful as our host Celine. But there wasn't anything wrong with that 351. Let me tell you what, it could get up and go. And I was looking through my avatar. I was trying to find. I got a great picture of it, and I can't find it because it's on my computer, not on my phone. So, sometime next time we're in here, if I'm on my computer instead of my phone, I'll show you that. I'll show you the Cougar.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I love the old Cougars. They're really good looking.
Well, they had the what everybody liked about it, Celine and Will. I don't know. You've probably never seen one of these. Is it had what was called synchronized turn signals in the rear, where they blinked. Like if you turned, it had the rear turn signal
sequential.
Was like sequential. Yeah, sequential. I have a
sequencer. I have a sequencer on my Celine.
Yeah, there's like let's say that you have like 3 circles or 3 rectangles or whatever shape you have is your turn signal in the back. Okay, and you're going to turn right. Okay, so you turn on your right turn signal, and it goes the inside, the middle, the outside. Blink, 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 blink. So it's like lighting up as an arrow, kind of like pointing in that direction. It's called a sequential turn signal.
Huh.
Pizza woman Nate appears to be eating chicken wings.
You doing a mukbang, man?
Yep. I like last night I ate like 18. Well, not 18.
Damn.
Not 18. I'm at 10.
Yeah, I eat about 10 wings usually whenever I eat wings.
Jerry Wells doesn't want to watch him eat.
Oh, sorry about that. I'll just turn it off.
All right, it's cool.
It's all right. It's all right.
Oh, wait a minute. P. Digit said his first car was a Toyota Starlet. I remember the Starlet. Those were like those weren't bad cars. They were just kind of strange looking, but great on gas.
Battle Angel had an '89 Ford Tempo. Brennan had an '82. Oh, Brennan had an '82 280Z. Yeah.
Traveling for that 280. I almost ended up. This is a cute story. My first car almost ended up being a 280ZX Turbo, gold and black two-tone. That I dragged my grandparents, my dad's parents, to the Nissan Datsun dealership at the time to go look at it. And I was only 15. I was completely enthralled with the car. And as I was sitting there showing my Nana, grandma, I called her Nana, all the cool stuff, and she's not interested, but she's humoring her grandson. My papa is behind me talking to the sales guy, and he's starting to put a deal together. And it's like, no. I had to talk him out of it because I knew if we ended up driving that car home and my father saw it, he'd probably kill us all. So
Jerry Wells said he had a 77 Ford F-150. Was it 3 on the tree, Jerry? 3-speed on the tree? That's how I learned to drive. My grandpa had I think he had like a 60 F-50, a farm truck. It was so beat up. It was so beat up though you could spit through the holes in the floor. I mean, I bet I'm the only person in here who knows what a 351M means.
I don't.
Sorry about that noise there.
I know what a 351M is. But M stands for modified. It's basically a 351 modified. It's not a Cleveland. It's not a Windsor.
Mine was a Windsor. Celine?
My younger daughter has just informed me that she made it to Atlanta with her mom to go visit her granny. So that's good.
That's good.
So thank you for telling me that, little person. Most kind. She actually remembered this time. I'm so proud of my children. They actually remember things when I tell them. Will, be the kind of son that remembers things that your parents tell them. Be the exception, not the rule.
Oh yeah, I always do.
Right.
I always do.
Hey, I got a question for you, Celine. Does Jews follow the 10 Commandments?
We wrote the 10 Commandments.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I mean,
10 Commandments is Old Testament. That's the you see the main. I'll tell you real quick. The main difference between Judaism and Christianity. Well, two main differences. When you boil out all the doctrine and all the crap that surrounds everything, you boil it down to two main differences.
Okay.
Jews read and follow the Old Testament.
Okay.
Christians have the Old Testament and the New Testament.
Yeah.
For Jews, the New Testament doesn't exist.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we stop at the end of the Old Testament. The other thing is Jews are waiting for the first coming. Christians are waiting for the second coming. That's it.
That is true.
That's basically all it is. And Christianity is a derivative of Judaism. That's why you may occasionally hear the phrase Judeo-Christian values, because the values that Christians follow, if they're living a biblical life, whatever that means to you,
right,
came from Judaism. Judaism predates Christianity by a factor of about 3,800 years.
Right.
As a matter of fact, on Monday, the 6th, is Rosh Hashanah. Which is the Jewish New Year.
Oh, okay. Rosh Hashanah.
And that will be year 5,782.
Damn.
Wow.
Been around for a while.
Jeez.
And then actually 10 days after that, on the 15th, is Yom Kippur, which is the Jewish Holy Day of Atonement. I'll actually live stream that day, but I'll have to cut the live stream off fairly rigidly at about 5 or 5:30, because the holiday begins at sundown, and that's when the observation starts, and I can't have my computer on.
So,
among other things,
I know. I asked a religious question, but sorry if I did. But
that's all right. Don't worry. No, it's fine. It takes a lot to offend me.
I know.
Also, I also have to. You just reminded me. I have to go meet with my rabbi fairly soon, because I have to talk. I talk to him every year about this time, because being a diabetic, I cannot. It's really dangerous for me to not eat. And part of the Yom Kippur is part of the atonement is a 24-hour fast from sundown on the 15th to sundown on the 16th. You're supposed to be fasting and praying. Praying is not a problem.
No.
Drinking water is allowed, of course.
Yeah.
But the fasting part might be a little different. Some years I can do it, some years I can't. So I always try. I go to the rabbi to get a nice bucha, nice little little bucha from the rabbi to if I have a little something to eat, so I don't fall over. Maybe hopefully God doesn't hate me. And why did we lose J-Dub?
I don't know, but what was that? There was that thing you mentioned that you do. Some years you do it, some years you don't. Was it a fasting? You mentioned.
Yeah, fasting.
Are you doing it this year?
I'm going to try. I always try. Some years I can do it. Some years I have to eat something.
Hey,
Yeah, I mean, I don't eat a meal or anything, but I'll have like usually it ends up being a candy bar because it'll spike my sugar and I won't feel like, I always in my house, I always have to have chocolate and or orange juice.
chocolate.
And luckily I like both, but I always have to have them in the house because if I wake up in the middle of the night with what I call the shaky dizzies, that means I'm crashing. I got to go stagger into the kitchen and eat something or drink something.
Do you bring a water to your bedroom? Do you drink it before you go to bed or no? I mean,
I try and stay very hydrated, hydrated as I can, because I was for a while prone to kidney stones. Not anymore. I haven't had one in about almost 6 years, but the last one was very bad.
Yeah. Usually when I wake up every morning, my mouth is like so dry, and I always have to like drink a lot of water to like get rid of that, because it's usually from brushing your teeth.
Yeah, that's normal. I drink a lot of water in the first thing in the morning anyway, because I have to take some medications.
Yeah, me too.
Some of my medications in the morning have to be on an empty stomach. Some of them have to be on with a meal. It's like a whole routine now. I've been doing it so long now. I cannot not do it, but it's like a pain. And I do attend some services, Jerry. Not as many as I should, of course, but I do attend some services. And supposedly, Temple is a great place to meet nice Jewish girls.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not doing the girl thing right now. Well, one of my more recent streams, I was accused of being MGTOW, but no, not MGTOW.
What does that even mean?
MGTOW is an acronym.
No, please go.
Men going their own way.
All right.
And it's basically a bunch of guys. Yeah, I mean, you can research this on the internet if you want to. You might end up on a list or something. It's basically men who have decided that women, engaging with women in today's society is dangerous to their health, to their financial well-being, to their freedom. Women are toxic. Women are users. Women are this and that, and they just don't want a part of it anymore. So they're men going their own way. And there's a whole bunch of subculture involved with this, and it's like, no, thank you. Brad Pitt's here. Good to see you. Fireball wants to know if I ever thought of converting. Never. Not once. But ironically, I do have an uncle, my only uncle, who is my mom's brother.
Is it Uncle Lou? I'm just kidding.
No, not Uncle
Lou.
Uncle Marty, actually. But Uncle Marty is a Catholic. He's a practicing Catholic.
Okay.
He was raised Jewish. He was bar mitzvahed. He even married. His first wife he married was a Jewish woman. That marriage broke up, and then he fell in love with a Catholic woman. And in order to marry her, because she was a practicing Catholic, in order to marry her, he had to convert. And he did. And to this day, he's a deacon in his local church. And his two sons were raised Catholic. Not very good Catholics comparatively, but they are Catholic.
Now, I hear a lot of Christians say that Catholic copied the Bible. I know you're a Jew, but you think that's bad if it's true?
What? Who? What?
What I'm saying is, do you think it? What did I say?
Do I think Catholics are bad people?
No. I was trying to say like, I heard some Christians say that that Catholics copied from the Bible, like Roman Catholics and stuff. Like
I don't know. I honestly I don't know. It's not my religion, so I don't follow the derivatives of it.
I just want an opinion if you were a Christian, for example.
I'll say this. I am my religion. I'm Catholic, by the way. I never told you guys that.
I'm not trying me. I just
that's fine.
No, it's totally fine.
I know of all the Christian, what is the word I'm looking for? Not dialect, but groups.
Yeah,
community.
The different Christian religions, Protestant, not Protestant, but
Orthodox,
Baptist, Lutheran,
Methodist.
On and on like that. Catholicism is one of the more strict ones.
Yeah,
they're more involved with doctrine than say a Methodist. Mm-hmm. And in terms of but there is a schism, a break between Catholicism and Protestantism, and that goes back to Church of England and all that stuff. That gets into the history of Henry VIII and the Church of England, and started all the different Protestant religions that we see today. Different, but there was because Christianity was mostly Catholic until Henry VIII and his desire to marry a different woman and so on. Denominations. Thank you, Vandy Dandy.
right.
I speak good English, don't I?
Yeah, you do. I learned a lot. I learned a lot of history about religion when I went on a trip with my family to England and Scotland, and
Oh, you went there? Damn.
I would like to go to Europe someday. I still haven't. I'm the only one in my family that hasn't. So
I've been to France and England and Scotland.
Now, which one?
I would like to go to Israel. So
What was that, Nate?
Which one's the prettiest?
Oh, out of all those three?
Yeah.
I would think Scotland.
I mean, yeah, I stayed in Edinburgh, and it was really nice, but it's a lot less modern. Like if you go to London, it's a lot more modern than Edinburgh, to be honest.
Yeah, I know, but
Someday I want to take my daughters, and I want to go to Israel with them. Just so that we can all see it together.
Yeah, will be a good one. Like I know you said Israel, but you should take her to Israel after she graduates.
Well, we won't be. We're not really going to be doing that. I mean, travel in the age of chopstick sick is a little difficult.
I know.
And also, I want to be close to home right now because of my father.
It was just a suggestion.
No, we'll do it after that. I mean, I was going to go to North Carolina in early November with my car club, Celine Club of America, for the Dragon trip that they do every year.
Yeah.
But I had to bail out of it for this year because I don't know where my dad is in terms of his health. So, but I am going to go to the Slob Olympics.
Yes.
Unless something happens to him. That's the only thing that will stop me. Well, unless something happens to me.
Thing is, I'm too busy around the time of the Slob Olympics, so I wasn't able to go last year either.
Just to be clear.
Well, you're still in school.
Just to be clear.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to the Slob Olympics, but if this beef between Lou and Chess keeps going till the Slob Olympics starts, I'm not going.
No.
Wait.
No, I mean, you're talking about something that's 6-7 months away. I mean, yeah, Lou and Chess are having their little back and forth silliness.
Lou and Chess are in a beef?
Oh, they've been in a beef for probably over a month now. It's not really a beef per se. It's just it has something to do with Chess and a job interview that did or did not. I don't know all the details.
I know.
Lou keeps poking him about it, and Chess keeps. I keep telling Chess, I say, Chess, I love you, but you're giving Lou what he wants because he keeps poking you, and you keep responding. You got to stop responding to him.
Yeah, Lou actually saved Chess from pissed off Vols fan. If you remember that time when it was the fan versus fan call-in show, and it was pissed off Vols fan versus Chess Hall, and Lou jumped in and just went absolutely irate on pissed off Vols fan. He was like, "I don't answer questions. I dance. I talk Lou to bitch."
I remember that one, but Chess and Lou have this thing going back and forth. Eventually, it's going to work itself out one way or another. I'm not worried about it. They're both going to be at the Slob Olympics.
I'm just saying, if it does keep going, I'm not going.
I understand, but you should go, Nate. Everyone wants to meet you. You're going to be one of the stars of the show.
You know, I will go, but unless there's no fights. But
Caleb's here, son of a bitch. We are just talking about him at the beginning of the stream. You know, I got to tell you, I don't know all the backgrounds of all the things that were going on at the first Slob Olympics, Nate.
Yeah.
But I do know for a fact there were a couple of people, and I'm not naming names, and none of them was me. But there were a couple of people that were participants at the Slob Olympics that were a little iffy with each other. You know, there was a little tension there.
So
if other people want to speak to that in more detail, that's fine. But what I'm saying is there were some people with some tension with each other when they showed up to the Slob Olympics, and everybody knew it. But the Slob Olympics went off with no problems, no drama, nobody fighting with nobody. Now, there were a couple of people that, you know, they didn't sit next to each other at a meal. They didn't buddy, you know, the whole time with it. But, you know, those people that had issue with other people, they remained cordial. They remained friendly with each other and so on. And it was a good time had by all. There was no problems at all. And I'm willing to bet it's going to be more of the same in 2022.
Okay.
You know, we're all there to have some fun, goof around, do a little, you know, some silly contests and stuff like that some of us are going to be really, really bad at. And,
you know, I wish we could do there while we were at Pigeon Forge. But I know Lou said the basic schedule of the Slob Olympics. Get there March 11th, hang out and sleep, get up in the morning, early morning for prep up for Slob Olympics, and then after that, Slob Olympics begin, and after that, we eat. And I don't know why we can't just do like go-karts first, like an attraction or something like that.
You know, to be honest, I don't mean to be like a show off, but I'd say like if we were to have like exercises like running, I think I'd have kind of an advantage because to be honest, I'm actually a pretty good runner. To be fair, I mean, I play soccer right now. I swim too.
You see, that's why you're not coming because you're not a slob.
Yeah, I'm not a slob. I'm an athlete.
This is for someone like like
me.
Say me. I'm carrying a little extra weight. I'm old and my knees are beat up. The other parts of me are beat up. You know, I'm not an athlete anymore, so I'm you
Yeah, I
know.
used to be an athlete, but I'm now a slob.
But then you got guys like Big Dog Brett who won the whole thing last year.
Yep.
You know,
I'll get this place.
Huh. You
you know,
know,
if you, I'll tell you one thing though. If you think you're good at the 40-yard dash, and so on and say, you know, if you're going to line up with the guys to run the 40-yard dash, and you want to win or you think you can win, line up as far away from Big Dog Brett as you can. Because I'll tell you something, the guy is big, he's strong, and he does this. You know, throwing a lot of elbows. So
Okay.
and I've gained muscle over these years, so I've gotten a lot more fitter and stronger over these years. I used to be skinny, and now I'm fit.
well, there you go.
So it's kind of a good thing.
Well, you know, if you can come, you know, you should come definitely because it's going to be a good time.
You know, when I could come, it's like hopefully we're carrying this on for like many more years. And like when I'm in college and I go to college in like say Georgia State and we're having the Slob Olympics in Atlanta, I'd be like, hell, I'll come right away.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Did you know there's a program that it's called Think College? It's a program for like disability kids can go to college, which is a university's community college. Like I'm basically one of them because I have a disability and I'm not gonna say what I have, but I'm thinking about going either to like local states like Missouri or something like that, or Iowa, Kansas, maybe Arkansas. Like there's Iowa State, Iowa University, Missouri State. I don't know why there's no Mizzou. Kansas, Kansas State. I want to go Clemson, but it's too far away, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to go Clemson. I still don't know why I want to go to Clemson. And plus, they have my arch nemesis team, Ohio State, in that program. And they don't have Nebraska University or Michigan. This is rigged.
Yeah. So I'll be honest, here's why I support Georgia out of all these schools I could support. I support Georgia because, well, first of all, I live in Georgia, and I know I could be supporting like Georgia Tech or Georgia State or Kennesaw State, but I want to support the best like football team, best college football team in the state of Georgia, and that is Georgia. So I decided, why not support them? I like Georgia State though, and Kennesaw State too.
That's cool.
Well, you know, Uncle Lou, for example, didn't go to Georgia. I forgot the name of the college he went to, but I think it was in Augusta or something. But he's a Georgia fan, so you don't have to go to Georgia to be a Georgia fan.
You know, there's a video that Lou made where he reacted to like hate comments, and he had this like fake, I don't know, was it like a fake certificate from the University of Georgia, and it said Uncle Lou on it, and I was just like, that can't be real.
Oh yeah, I got one. I got one. You can get them from some guy on Etsy. Turn your camera on, Caleb. Make sure it's you. Yep, that's him. Jesus. He was like this far from the camera. But yeah, he got one of those certificates. He's like a doctor of fandom or something like that.
Yeah, it said Uncle Lou on it, so
Yeah,
I was thinking.
Afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Oh, what's up, King of the Spelling Bee?
Nothing much. How about you, sirs?
I haven't seen you on any streams in like weeks. What the hell, man?
Man, I've been living out, man. You know, YouTube. I put YouTube on the back burner for a little while, but I'm back.
Disgusting.
I've been making videos lately. I'm trying to get more subscribers. I mean, I'm only at like 46 subscribers, working my way up.
I'm at 46 too.
It's a grind, man. I'm at 51. I'm telling you, it's a grind.
I'm trying to get to 50.
I've got videos stacked, ready to be released all the way through the end of October.
Oh, that's good. I'm looking to make a. I think after
I'll watch
this
stuff.
after this stream, I might just make a little Georgia Clemson hype little preview video.
Oh, yeah, speaking of that, are y'all ready to watch a Tiger Slang at 7:30 tomorrow night?
Yes, sir.
No, not really.
I am.
I mean,
I'm
I
ready
ain't
to
got no
see it.
dog in that fight.
Come on.
Well,
I mean,
you know
I'm
that-
gonna
you
be
know
on,
the
I'm gonna be on Lou's Patreon stream on this computer, but on this screen over here is the Florida game
Ah, all right.
because it's being played at the same time, and I'm curious as to what my team's gonna look like this year.
I think they'll look good. I mean,
No, I will see what they look like. I mean, I don't hold out a lot of hope.
hey, they'll be solid.
8-4. 8-4.
9-3.
Georgia's gonna have a really good team this year. I can tell you that much.
Georgia's stacked. You know,
Yeah.
This is Georgia's best opportunity to get a natty
We're ending the
in-
misery.
in a long time. It's been a long time since Georgia had a team this capable.
Don't you
40.
know that being a Georgia sports fan, you can't say that kind of stuff out loud?
I'm not a Georgia sports fan.
I'm talking to Will. He said that we're going to finally, do the thing at the end of the
Didn't
year.
you see that video that SEC
I'm sorry,
Shorts
Caleb.
put out where the Georgia fan was looking at this really, really pretty girl with a dress on and a sash across her chest that says Hope, and he kept spraying her with pepper spray.
Say what?
Jeez.
Or get away from me.
Sorry, Caleb. I didn't know that. Thanks for telling me.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
Georgia fans have sort of become professional. Oh God, what's next?
I feel like we're the biggest like trash talkers out of like everyone in the
No.
SEC.
Out of SEC, I thought you meant all.
No. College football, no, but SEC, we're like number one.
Yeah. What do you think is the biggest trash talkers for a team in college football?
I don't know. Alabama's probably got more reason to trash
Dude,
talk.
I have no idea. I mean, I don't know where Georgia ranks in like all of college football for trash talking, but I'm pretty sure they're very high.
But I think the toxic trash talking team is Ohio State.
Oh, really? Huh?
Yeah, I would say that.
They might be the biggest trash talkers, but they got the least amount of trash talk about.
That is true.
They're like 0 for against the SEC. I mean, I don't know. A Big Ten school trash talking an SEC school. I don't see it.
Yeah, me either. Like some OSU fans are so delusional. Not a lot, but some are.
Battle Angel, I'm gonna put you over my knee. You keep calling me old man. I'm gonna give you a spanking.
Oh.
I wonder who
Fire.
would enjoy that more.
Damn.
That's hilarious.
Ugh.
Hang on, I gotta respond to something here. Wait a minute.
So, Caleb, what's your prediction for the Georgia Clemson game?
Let's see. I'll go with 28-23 Georgia.
Yeah, that seems about right. It's definitely a close game. I mean, Georgia's not blown out Clemson, and Clemson's not blown out Georgia. It's going to be a close game throughout the entire game.
Yeah, it's really as simple as that. Yeah.
I think it's going to be I think definitely a one-score game. I think it could be I think it'd be a field goal.
Oh yeah.
Who though?
I want to be a down to the wire classic.
That's the spread at least is Clemson by 3. So
Yeah.
I knew that was going to be the spread coming out of when they announced it.
Well, Georgia might be a shocker. Georgia might pull it off.
I don't think anyone will be shocked, but yeah, you never know.
2014. I wonder if people in 2014 expected a lot of people expected Clemson to win or no.
I don't know. I think we were pretty evenly matched that year as well.
Yeah.
I believe they were 12 and we were 16. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Todd Gurley just put on an absolute show.
Yeah, my boy.
Gordon Blumen got elbowed.
I think somebody is trying to impersonate me on Facebook. I'm starting to get some very strange messages on Facebook.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Man, it was nice to see BVD back home.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I haven't been into this, but how's he doing?
I can't give you any updates. Celine should have an update for you. I just know that he's home and doing a lot better.
He's home. He was actually live streaming last night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I got the notification. Yeah, I'm subscribed to him. D4 could give us some more updates.
This is cute. Somebody who's trying to impersonate me on Facebook says he was born September 3rd, 1905.
Man.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, I wonder if D4 is in the chat because I don't think he is, but if he is, he could give us a little bit of an update on BVD because he knows the most, along with like Carter.
I haven't seen D4 in here, but he's as far what I know from talking to him last night on the chat. He even had StreamYard running, so I got to actually talk to him. He's doing fine. He's easing off of dialysis. But his feet. I mean, he's in therapy, and his feet are swollen. I don't know why yet.
That was happening with my dad. He was building up fluid. I think it was from drinking too much water, I believe.
Never thought of drinking too much water would be a problem. I've always just thought drinking too little water.
When you have side health issues, like when you have health issues to go along with it, it makes it that becomes a problem.
Yeah. For me, it's fine. I can drink as much water as I can, but my stomach will feel like a balloon.
Brennan says that Bama's losing tomorrow. Sir, if Bama loses tomorrow, send me a Miami hat, and I will wear it on a stream saying "Go Canes."
Yeah, that
air handshake right now.
That's definitely not happening. Sorry, man, but
Battle Angel, considering that, that would be a fine substitute. So, that's fine.
If they pull that off, I would have no words. I'd have no words.
Hang on, I've got to do something real quick on Facebook to kind of nip this into bud. Better do this real quick. I'm going to mute my microphone so I don't bother you guys with my loud keyboard.
Oh, I have no problem.
Be right back.
Okay. All right, I'm just looking in the chat, basically seeing what everyone's saying. So, what do we got in here?
Well,
got Melissa May in here.
During this airtime, I'll say make sure you subscribe to Celine Driver for your daily watch, rant videos, and college football videos. He uploads as much as possible and does a Wednesday afternoon live stream every Wednesday at when does he do that stream? Do you do that?
Like 3:30, 4 o'clock usually.
Okay. So he does a Wednesday afternoon stream. I believe he's been doing that for around 70 odd weeks now. So make sure to tune in there. It's always a good time. I drop in when I can. And definitely if you're into watches, he's your guy. He has some really cool watches in his collection. I know he just said he has a lot of good watch videos coming up here soon. But now with college football season around the corner, he'll be even obviously doing college football stuff. So make sure to subscribe to Celine Driver for all that great content. And feel bad for him because he's a Gator fan. Yes.
Yeah, I did too.
Jones go 8-4 this year.
Also, Gators going 9-3 this year,
click,
sir.
Click the like button on this live stream, please. It'll really help him out a lot. So whenever you can, just click that like button.
But thank you for the PSA or whatever you want to call it. I appreciate that.
Oh, no problem.
And let's see. Where did I leave off here? Battle Angel. Yes, of course I would say that. So yes, I am predictable when it comes to Melissa May. So
yeah, Melissa May's in the chat now. I just saw.
Yes. And Battle Angel said Melissa said she would be happy to take her place if I was handing out spankings. So that I agreed. That's fine. And Megan is obviously hitting the Gainesville green a little bit too much because he said Florida going 7-5.
7-5.
That's fake news, sir. So stop it.
7-5.
7-5. Nah.
No, we're going 9-3. We lose to Georgia. We lose to the Gumps. And if the corn dog is focused, we lose to them. If they're not focused, we might sneak up on them. But
you're losing to High School Stadium also, Mizzou, man.
We're not losing to Mizzou.
You're losing.
It's not happening.
You're losing to the High School Stadium.
No, we're beating Mizzou. That's the end of that.
I'm gonna see what I. So Georgia, I'd say we got a pretty easy schedule.
Our win team.
Our toughest opponents.
Megan is delusional, but I like him, but he's delusional. He needs a little help.
So I'm predicting that let's see.
Georgia's going. If Georgia beats Clemson, they're going undefeated.
No, I mean,
it says 11-1 with a loss to Alabama.
It's either we lose to Clemson or we lose to. Maybe we lose to Florida again.
No.
Well, what if it's
the only way Florida can beat Georgia is if JT Daniels is hurt before the Florida game.
Yeah, and then we have Stetson Bennett in.
Stetson Bennett better not touch a blade of grass.
Florida doesn't have the horsepower to beat Georgia.
Well, you had it last year.
If we okay, I'll put it this way: if we had a defense, we could slow Georgia down enough where a spread option, dual threat quarterback run offense could keep up with Georgia. Okay, we don't have a defense that can stop Georgia. The only way Georgia gets stopped by Florida is if your backup quarterback is playing instead of JT Daniels. JT Daniels is good enough to pick every secondary he's going to face. He can pick them apart. That's why I say that Georgia has this one window. 2021 is their window to win the Natty because in 22, Georgia loses a good chunk of talent to graduation or early leaving for the no fun league or whatever.
Or transfers.
This is their shot.
JT will go to the NFL after this year.
Yeah.
Well, JT's a senior, isn't he?
Well, he's a junior because the extra year of eligibility.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about the extra year.
We didn't have too many transfers over this off season. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think we had too many transfers. I'm planning on going to one Georgia game this year. Actually, I might see him play Kentucky.
Okay, I got to get on a plane right now, and I got to head to Melissa's house because that dinner menu is too good.
Mercy.
You see, I'm going to show up at Melissa's house with a suitcase in one hand and an engagement ring in the other hand.
Oh my God!
Celine shooting his shot, Melissa.
I'm taking my shot.
There you go. Hey, shooters are gonna shoot, sir.
Gamblers got to gamble. Chicken, listen at me. Chicken and dumplings with biscuits and cheesecake. Well, the blueberry part I can live without. But cheesecake for them, but chicken and dumplings with homemade biscuits.
The reason that no opposing fans are there, sir, in your section is because 14 Vanderbilt fans come to the game, sir. Every time an away team comes to your stadium, they fill up 80% of the seats, and them's facts.
P-Dub, was good to see you again.
Yeah,
I'll see you in the next stream.
Yeah, good to see you, Pete. So every time somebody goes to Vanderbilt Stadium or one of these, lower SEC schools, they get just balled out by the.
I've been to Vandy Stadium 3 times,
and I bet you it's been.
It's actually Nashville is a beautiful city. The stadium is a really nice stadium. It's a very picturesque campus. And parking is actually fairly easy. Every time I've gone to a Florida Vandy game at Vandy, the stadium is 50% minimum orange and blue.
Exactly. Because nobody cares about Vanderbilt. And you just overtake. I mean, it's really as simple as that.
And by the time halftime rolls around, the Vanderbilt fans are heading for the exits.
Are gone. Because
I'm not trash talking. I'm just saying this is what I've seen. I mean,
yeah.
I'm glad. He says you don't have to walk them out of the stadium. Well, I'm glad you have a convenient location for your stadium for your 3-9 football team.
Now, Florida Field, man, that's right in the middle of campus, so it's it's a beautiful stadium. It's gone through some great renovations. It's really a nice place to play football, nice place to watch football. But parking is kind of hard.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. I'm ready for tomorrow, and I'm ready for tomorrow evening because when the season starts, everybody's team is going 15-0. And I can't wait for these terrible teams to lose their first game so I can come on here and laugh.
Well, you heard it here on January 2nd. And I can pull the link up for the video that I made on January 2nd, 2021, when I called the shot. Florida goes at best 9-3. So I've never said Florida is going 15-0.
Oh, I know, sir. You're list.
Now, we will be 1-0 after tomorrow.
Yeah, you're not losing to something called FAU.
No, we won't lose our first game until the 3rd week of the season. Then Alabama will come a-calling. I hope Florida keeps the game respectable.
I was about to say, if your team is what I think it's going to be this year, that's going to be ugly.
It's not going to. It's not really going
to. That's the worst part. I wish it was in Tuscaloosa. I really do.
I hate
Gainesville.
Yeah, it's in Gainesville.
I hate to say this, Celine, but I don't think Florida's team this year will be like close to a match of what they were last year. To be honest,
they're not even in the same zip code. We lost 90% of our offensive production to graduation or to the no fun league. We have our quarterback has seen time, but not a lot. Our offensive line is good. It's probably the best it's been in a while. So I think our running game will improve. And then the big problem is still Lardass roaming the sidelines. Hashtag Fire Grantham.
Oh my God, he's
still there. I think you should extend Grantham. I think he deserves his position.
Caleb, I swear to God, I'm going to kick you off my channel.
Oh my God.
Todd Grantham's doing a fine job, sir. I don't understand your problem.
Todd Grantham is not doing a fine job. Stop it. Hey, GF Sports, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, that's right. KC makes a good point. They were 8-4 last year, but think they'll be 9-3 this year. You were 8-4 with one of the best teams you've seen at Florida since the Tim Tebow days.
Well, okay. Well, you can't really compare a COVID year to a regular year. That's kind of hard to make that comparison.
Oh yeah.
We were, what were we, 8-1 all the way up to the end of the season, and then the wheels fell off. So
Yeah, you got beat by some kid named Max. What was his name? What was that?
I hope he get. I hope that I forgot his name. It'll come to me in a minute, but I hope wherever he is, he gets a dose of syphilis and rots in hell.
Marco Wilson.
Yeah, Marco Wilson.
And,
We gave Alabama the best game they had all year.
oh yeah.
Hey,
Definitely.
I remember that game. I remember your post game LSU rant. Your LSU Florida post game rant. And then at the beginning it just had a paper of #Fire Grantham.
I just remember that Sunday and Monday after that game, Marco Wilson was getting death threats.
Really?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Jeez.
That happens a lot in sports. You don't think Stetson Bennett wasn't getting death threats?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he was.
I think he was.
I mean, there was a soccer player in Colombia who screwed up and cost Colombia a World Cup, and a drug lord killed him. Literally hunted him down and killed him.
I believe Stetson Bennett was getting applications for a preschool. Not getting death threats.
Let's see. Jerry Wells wants to know if I'm going to a bar tonight. No, I don't really go to bars. How did we get on Bisquick? Somebody uses Bisquick? Oh, Melissa May is being convinced. Oh, she makes her own.
She said something very nice about me in the chat.
A lot of SEC teams rely on Vanderbilt for wins. The university presidents wouldn't vote them out. Yes, sir, we wouldn't vote you out because you make our baseball team look good. You make our baseball conference look good. That's it. We don't rely on you for wins, sir, but it is fun beating you 45-10.
Now I want biscuits. I don't have any biscuits, but I want biscuits now.
Get them from Bojangles.
So was Raj just tired from the work week or what?
He said he made a video about 3:45, and I just barely caught it before 4:00. And he said something like some building or something was being delivered. He was setting up his house for the big party he's holding tomorrow for the Georgia Clemson game.
Man, I'll tell you what.
And he was just dog ass tired, and he didn't want to stream, so he put up a post and said, Celine, you take it. Or he also said in the video, he said, Celine, you take it. Tiger Baskins, you take it. Somebody take it because but priority goes to me because I've done it before. So,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
he sounded pretty tired though. I gotta admit, he did sound like he was dogged out pretty good.
Yeah, I'd probably be going to his house to watch it if I didn't already have plans.
I would love to go to his house to watch it, but I live kind of far away.
Yeah.
Whose house?
Jessie J.
Jessie J. All right.
Yeah, Raj.
Where does he live? He lives in Athens.
Yeah, he lives right around the corner from Georgia.
Okay, here's the problem. I would drive up there. Both my cars have University of Florida plates on them.
Uh-oh.
The rear plates with the, you can buy the rear plates and, part of your money for the plate goes to the scholarship fund.
Oh, yeah, you'd get murdered, sir.
Yeah.
You'd get murdered.
I remember one year I was heading to North Carolina for Tail of the Dragon. It was the second year that I was going up there. So, and Florida, just the week before, Florida had played Georgia and beat them. And I had to drive through North Georgia with Florida tags on my car. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's shit, man.
That was a little sketchy. I filled up my tank in Atlanta, and I got something to eat in Kennesaw technically.
Yeah.
And I didn't stop to eat or fill up until I got out of the state of Georgia.
I understand.
Because I was driving through places like Jasper and Dahlonega.
Yeah.
And, going up 575, or they call it the Jimmy Carter Parkway or whatever it is now, and going through all those small towns. And they still had the small town attitude of, yeah, we got the rifle in the back of the truck.
Yeah, so
on the gun rack, on the back window. And
Yeah, they said you come over here with that Gator talk. We'll show you what the boys down south, how we down south do it.
Yeah, I'd be
So that's why I drive through North Georgia with a pistol.
self-defense.
I can think of other reasons besides football, but I'll keep that to myself.
Yeah, I could think of the same reasons. Megan makes a good point. How do you think he feels driving around Gainesville? You got a Georgia tag on your car in Gainesville? That could be a little dangerous.
Well, hey guys, I was just gonna stop in for a little while.
I'm gonna wrap up because I'm hungry. It's 6:30 and I haven't had dinner yet, and I'm hungry.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna head to work and get my check. I'm not working or anything, but I'm gonna get out the house and go get my check and come back.
Well, at least you stopped by. We know you're alive. You know,
Yeah,
this
man.
is a good.
Yeah.
This is a good.
I heard
I
there
came
was a
by for a
conversation
while.
at the beginning, just wondering where I was.
Yeah, I said in the beginning of the stream. By the way, has anyone seen Caleb? I haven't seen him in like 3 weeks on any streams. I mean, is he alive? Is he getting laid? I mean, what, you know?
Have you been wondering where I've been? Because I haven't been on your streams in a while.
Yeah, I did. I mentioned that on a stream, but it was probably a couple weeks ago.
Somebody probably asked, like, "Where's Will?" and stuff.
Yeah, I said I don't know. I assume he's in school, and I usually stream during school hours. So
I'm busy. I'm busy in high school.
Yeah, man, I'm a junior this year. It's a workload.
Junior in high school, junior in college.
In high school.
Okay. All right.
Heifer Billy, I don't want to give my email out on YouTube, but I think we're friends on Facebook, so you can just send it in a private message on Facebook.
I go to probably one of the best high schools in Georgia.
I'll shoot you an email, Jeff. I don't know what it's about, but I'll shoot you one.
Anyway, I'm going to wrap the stream up. So I want to thank you two for being in here. Will, you've been in here almost the whole stream. So
yeah, just wanted
thanks
to catch up a little bit. Haven't been on your stream in a while.
Yeah, I'm going to try and stream more than once a week if I can. I just don't want to step on anyone else's, times. I mean, this is usually Jessie time, so I wouldn't normally stream.
Like when you're streaming on Friday, I can definitely jump in for sure.
Was Vic doing his Friday afternoon or no?
No, he's going to birthday party.
Yeah, it's his birthday. Yeah.
Yeah, it's his birthday.
Yeah.
That's why I stayed a little longer, but I got to eat something. I'm hungry.
Yeah,
I got some good leftovers.
Yeah, I might as well.
I'll keep in touch through the football games tomorrow. It's going to be a great
I'll
day.
I'll be on Lou's Patreon stream. Probably won't be on the YouTube stream because it gets too crazy. But I'll be on the Patreon stream during the primetime game.
Yeah, I'll catch you on your next stream, Celine, or maybe on one of Lou's streams. So anyway.
All right. Well, good to see you guys.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Y'all
good seeing you, sir.
All right.
Good seeing you.
Bye-bye. Okay, well, it's time for dinner. I'm hungry. So I want to thank everyone for stopping by. It was kind of a last-minute stream. Obviously, Jessie didn't feel, he was tired. He didn't want to stream. He gave it to me kind of last minute. But I appreciate everyone coming on the stream and having fun with me. I especially appreciate Tiger Baskins for coming in, and we got a chance to talk. Cleared up a couple of things. He apologized to me. I apologized to him. I think we're going to be good going forward. He seems like a nice guy. Folks around here talk very highly of Tiger, so I am. I'm glad that we got a chance to talk and clear the air. Props to you, sir, for coming on and wanting to talk to me. It definitely appreciated it. And I look forward to seeing you at the Slobber Lovers. I look forward to seeing you in these streams and having a little fun back and forth during the football season. But I'm going to sign off. Thank you, Colby, for the comment. I thought it was a good stream too. Good to see you, Melissa. Good to see you, J-Dub, Kevin, Traveling Fools. Good luck with the camera, TF. I'm sure you'll get it straightened out. Beg and Megan, my email is not firegrantham@yahoo.com, but that may not be a bad secondary burner email account for my main email account. So that may not be a bad idea. So, Steve, good to see you. Hufferbilly, Paul, good to see you. Good to see all you guys and gals. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you, maybe see you on Lou's Patreon stream. I'll definitely see you next Wednesday at my 3 p.m. stream. And, because it's now football season, I can start saying at the end of my streams, go Gators. Fuck you haters. Peace.